by split decision, from Ukraine, Oleksander Usyk.
He's done it! And a right hand from Fury hasn't landed many of those. It's a 1-2.
He didn't commit to it though, he touched with that right hand there, Fury. There's one overcommit, you can see that with it, he didn't turn from the hip.
Usyk off the back foot isn't going to work in this fight, and Usyk's defense has been excellent so far. He creates such a small target for Fury to hit. I think he's doing a pretty good job early in this fight.
Tyson Fury versus Oleksander Usyk. Full fight highlights, rematch, 2024. Well, sort of. The much-anticipated rematch, originally set for December 21st, was fast-tracked to December 14th, and it didn't disappoint unless you're a Fury fan. After all of Fury's intense preparations, promising a new, more aggressive style, Usyk's mind games and tactical brilliance had the last laugh. Despite the Gypsy King's fiery resolve to reclaim his title, Usyk, the true mind master, proved once again that intelligence in the ring trumps raw power. Despite all his planning, it was a masterclass performance that left Fury looking completely outclassed. So, here we go again. Tyson Fury was back for the rematch with Oleksander Usyk on December 21st, 2024 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Last time in May, it was a fantastic fight. Alexander won the fight fair and square. Just looking to put on a great fight again.
You know, because the first fight, which Usyk won by a split decision, wasn't enough to settle the score. Apparently, Fury feels like he can change the narrative. And maybe, just maybe, get back the WBC heavyweight title, which Usyk is defending. But here's the thing. Usyk already made history by becoming the first undisputed heavyweight champion in 2 decades.
Criticism's probably eating him up, probably drives him nuts, and I bet you'll see an entirely different Tyson Fury in this next fight. In this next fight, you will see a focused fucking...
And sure, Fury's all fired up, promising less clowning around, but he's still holding on to that one loss he had. Guess it just wasn't quite the fairy tale he imagined. But hey, maybe this time, with a few more punches and his physical advantages, he'll manage to shake things up, again. And the match that was supposed to be on December 21st happened on December 14th, 2024. The air was electric as Tyson Fury marched into the ring, looking like a human tank at 273 pounds. Across from him, Oleksander Usyk stood calm and collected, like a chess master about to make his first move. This wasn't just a fight. It was a battle for legacy. Fury wanted redemption. Usyk was chasing undisputed greatness. Both were ready to leave it all in the ring.
And the Kingdom Arena is absolutely bouncing.
Tyson Fury, the self-proclaimed Gypsy King, with his towering height and his attempt to intimidate Usyk by flexing his muscles. But let me tell you a thing. Fury might have had the size, but Usyk had the brain, and that's the kind of weapon you can't flex. While Fury was busy trying to throw punches as hard as possible, Usyk was out here analyzing every move, making Fury's ferocious swings look like they were coming from a guy who forgot his glasses at home. It was almost sad to watch.
Joshua is like fast and knockout power. He can excel without having the kind of technique that a guy like Lomachenko and Usyk were trained by the same guy. They were both trained by Lomachenko's father. So they both have extreme technique. And
let's talk about mind games, shall we? Fury was clearly banking on Usyk getting scared by his giant frame and his flashy showmanship, as if flexing his body was the ultimate power move. But Usyk wasn't impressed. He didn't need muscles to win this one. He had a mind that could outsmart Fury before Fury even knew what hit him. Usyk's strategy? Move, feint, counter. Fury's desperation was obvious. His punches got wild. His frustration was through the roof. And all Usyk had to do was smile, outthink him, and remind him that sometimes the brain is the ultimate weapon. Little did Fury know, flexing wasn't going to save him. The round one kicked off with all the intensity of a toddler's temper tantrum. Fury, in all his towering glory, couldn't even get close to landing a hit, while Usyk just waltzed around him like he was in a dance class.
It's the glamour division of boxing, and these guys are not letting us down. Fury's in trouble.
Fury, swinging like a guy who missed a lesson on accuracy. But don't worry, the real magic happened in round two, where Usyk started playing his favorite game. Let's make Fury look like a confused giraffe. Fury's big old right hand missed by a country mile, while Usyk, probably yawning, casually countered with a hook that had Fury questioning his life choices. And the best part? Usyk switched stances for fun, leaving Fury swinging at thin air like he was trying to punch a ghost.
Oh, there's a left, and that got Usyk off balance. I don't know if he slipped or if it buckled him.
No, hit him on the temple. I just think he lost his footing there, Oleksander Usyk.
By round three, Fury was charging like a bull who realized he wasn't in the ring with a matador, but a mind reader. Usyk just broke him down slowly, hitting his arms and ribs until Fury's body was like, "Yeah, we're done here." Fury, ever the strategist, threw wild punches hoping for some miracle knockout. Usyk naturally saw it coming, landing a perfect 1-2 that left Fury looking like he'd been hit by a freight train. Usyk didn't even break a sweat. Meanwhile, Fury's punches were slower, sloppier, and the crowd? Loving every second of it.
Fury had a chance maybe to step on the gas there, but again, he elects to fight going backwards.
By round four, Fury tried to do what worked against Wilder, corner Usyk and throw bombs. Usyk just used the ropes as a springboard and made Fury look like a punching bag with absolutely zero clue what was going on. Absolute masterclass.
He's got to push on though, Fury. He's got to go at him though.
Then it happened. The moment of truth. As Fury tried to bulldoze through, Usyk uncorked a nasty uppercut hook combo that rocked Fury's head back like a bobblehead. The crowd gasped. Fury stumbled, blinking like he just walked into a street lamp. For the first time, the Gypsy King looked hurt. He backed off, shaking his head, realizing this wasn't going to be the beatdown he'd imagined.
The lead hand again, the hook. Again, these eye-catching punches could be absolutely crucial.
By round five, Usyk was in full mental assassin mode. He let Fury believe he was regaining control by taking a few harmless jabs, but it was all part of the plan. Fury threw wild haymakers, convinced he was breaking Usyk down. But nope, Usyk slipped under them like water through fingers, popping back up with straight lefts that landed cleaner than a freshly washed car. Then Usyk did something diabolical. He doubled down on brutal body shots, hammering Fury's ribs like he was tenderizing steak. Fury's hands started dropping ever so slightly, leaving his head dangerously exposed. By round seven, Fury was gasping like he'd just run a marathon uphill, backward, while carrying a piano. His punches lost their usual sting, and frustration oozed from every movement. A commentator couldn't help but say, "Usyk is turning the Gypsy King into a frustrated contender." Fury swung wildly again. Airball. Now in full control, Usyk shifted into offensive artist mode. His punches flowed like poetry in motion. Jab, cross, body hook, pivot, repeat. Fury, the bigger man, suddenly seemed small. He was eating combinations faster than a kid at a candy store, unable to predict Usyk's next move.
He doesn't look right!
Will he be saved by the bell?
Then came the finishing plan. Usyk faked another body shot. Fury bit hard, only for Usyk to launch a devastating left hook right to Fury's jaw. Crack! Fury's knees buckled, and the crowd erupted. Was this really happening? Was the Gypsy King on the verge of collapse? By round 10, Usyk was playing 4D chess, and Fury was stuck in checkers mode. Every move Fury made was met with a counter so precise it felt inevitable, like gravity pulling him down.
Gypsy King is rattled. He's stumbling all over the place. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? He's going. The referee might stop it. Whoa!
Sensing the end was near, Usyk began his final mind games. Subtle feints, quick sidesteps, baiting Fury into one last desperate lunge. Fury took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. He overcommitted, reaching too far. And then it happened. A perfectly timed right hook, left uppercut combo detonated on Fury's chin like a thunderclap. Boom! Fury crumpled against the ropes, stunned, dazed, done.
Fury is from a gypsy background, and those boys are taught to fight at the age of 3-4 years old, and it's in their culture. They all fight. They all trained as boxers.
The fight may have ended in the ring, but the real fireworks began after the final bell. Tyson Fury, bruised but brutally honest, stepped up to the mic with surprising humility. He wasn't stronger, but he was smarter. He outboxed me. Coming from a man known for his larger-than-life bravado, this was a mic drop moment. No trash talk, no excuses, just raw truth from the Gypsy King. And then came the bombshell, retirement rumors. Fury hinted that this might have been his last dance. Sometimes, you face someone who's just better that night, he admitted. Fans were left wondering, was this the last time we'd see Fury lace up the gloves?
Fury and Usyk gave us a show for the ages.
Meanwhile, Oleksander Usyk was in victory philosophy mode. He didn't gloat or taunt. Instead, he framed his win as a triumph of brain over brawn. This was a victory of mind over muscle, he calmly stated, sounding more like a chess grandmaster than a heavyweight champ. His performance wasn't just about throwing punches. It was about playing mental chess at heavyweight speed.
Like super Soviet style boxing, and you go, whoa, like this is technique, like really, really high level technique.
Boxing analysts couldn't stop buzzing. They called it one of the greatest tactical performances in heavyweight history. Usyk didn't just beat Fury, he deconstructed him, one calculated move at a time. In a division often defined by brute force, Usyk reminded the world that brains can beat brawn, if applied with masterful precision.
But it's rare that someone with that kind of technique gets into the heavyweight division.
And that's why Fury is just a magnificent fighter.
Absolutely, experts were spot on when they said Usyk's technique was rare. I mean, who needs raw power or size when you can think your way to victory? The heavyweight division has long been known for its brute force, but apparently, having the ability to slip a punch and land a counter isn't something that's common among guys who spend their time bench pressing refrigerators. Usyk was basically showing Fury, and anyone else watching, that the heavyweight division has been doing it wrong for years. Who knew that actual boxing skills, like footwork, timing, and intelligence, would be the ticket to winning a world title? A real shocker.
Not having the kind of technique that a guy like Lomachenko and Usyk were trained by the same guy. They were both trained by Lomachenko's father. So they both have extreme technique.
And let's be honest, Usyk was making it look so easy it's almost insulting. The average heavyweight champion usually has the technique of a guy swinging a sledgehammer, hoping it connects. They're not exactly known for their finesse, but Usyk had the audacity to come in and actually think while boxing. What a wild concept. The commentators were practically in disbelief as they watched a man smaller than most of the heavyweights make them look like they were stuck in slow motion. It was like watching a chess grandmaster play against a guy who just learned how to play checkers. And then came the legacy debate. Fury's cloak of invincibility took a hit, but even in defeat, his heart and resilience shone through. No one questioned his warrior spirit, only his ability to outthink a genius in the ring. Fans respected him more for admitting his limits than they ever did during his undefeated reign. As for Usyk, he didn't just win a fight. He etched his name into boxing history. This wasn't just about belts or titles. It was about redefining what it means to be a heavyweight champion. Power fades, but strategy endures. And on December 14, 2024, Oleksander Usyk became more than a champion. He became a legend.